Lilith here. Today we are playing You Summoned Me. So this is basically, we accidentally summoned a god in our freaking bedroom up here. And there is a little bit of flashing lights. I shall, be warned. Beware, be weary. So you can actually change it in the settings, which is really good. So let's just jump right in. Who am I? She, her pronouns. I am Lilith. Oop, I just put the Y. Lily. Done. Ooh, I love this room. There's so many moons. Oh, we have a pet cat too. I love the art style. Everything looks amazing. Like, I love the room. Like, the room is just like so good. For 3 years, the spell had refused to do anything more impressive than singe your fingertips. Tonight, with the sun setting and every sensible person asleep, the chalk finally began to glow. The light raced around your uneven circle, skipped over the section repaired with crashed sugar, and climbed the air in a twisting white column. Holy moly! Who's this majestic guy? Something dropped out of the light, not a pixie, not some other small familiar. Certainly nothing that would fit inside the wicker basket you had hopefully placed near the door. Seriously? The stranger stood amidst the smoke with the offering. The offended dignity of royalty delivered to the wrong address. Your spellbook remained open at your knees, the vanilla candle spat wax. Behind you, a pizza box smoldered gently at one corner. How exactly do you greet them? Diplomatically, I am your owner. I am your mom. Okay, bluntly. Hi, you're my new familiar. Or hi, I'm your new familiar. Oh, wait, they're my familiar. Hi, I'm your new owner, Lilith. Enthusiastically. Oh, it works. Yay, it works! That delight shall yet become embarrassment the moment you understood what you did. It can be delayed at first. Sufficient, I suppose. Their gaze traveled beyond you. The background of your disaster reveals itself piece by piece. Laundry on the chair, spell notes pinned over old posters, too many mugs, and the slightly opened window at the end of the room. No. Tell me precisely, what are you attempting? They step to the edge of the circle, the chalk flashes beneath their foot, then goes dark. Nothing prevents them from crossing it. That should make you feel safer. Instead, the room seems smaller with them free to move through it. A familiar might make spell something small, helpful, maybe even fluffy? You reach through 7 planes in search of something fluffy? I just followed the diagram. There is pizza grease across the diagram. You glance down. The stain does unfortunately resemble a second moon, intersecting the binding sigil. The extra loop turned your search into a royal invocation. You use confectionery scented wax in the remainder of your dinner to seize an ancient name from beyond the veil. You are fortunate I did not arrive upside down or inside your ceiling. How do you demand yourself? Defensively, defiantly, problematically. Probably this one. It worked. Results matter. Bold, incorrect, but bold. You're standing here, and you're standing there. Neither fact proves this was wise. This is there's also the matter of the bond. The what now? The silver thread currently tied between your pulse and mine. Do try to keep up with your own magical disaster. Now that they mention it, a faint warmth pulls from behind your ribs whenever they move. It is incompetent, unstable, embarrassingly informal. It may last 2 cosmic cycles, 2 hours, or until one of us sneezes at the wrong moment. Can you break it? Probably. Probably. You dislike uncertainty for someone who replaced ritual salt with sugar? Since we are entangled, however briefly, you may address me properly. I am Serothiel. I have answered kings, liars, saints, and 3 very determined astronomers. You drag me from a route older than your language with sugar and audacity. Serathiel, you test the name silently. I'm just gonna call him Serathiel. It's too complicated for me. I'll call it Sarah. Sarah? I'm gonna do Sarah. You test the name silently. It tastes like thunder heard from far away. Serathiel? For the first time, the composure slips only for a breath. Are you blushing? Yes, well, try not to wear it out. The silver warmth between you tightens. Whatever the ritual created, it has begun reacting to every word, every challenge, every moment, neither of you, looking away. The silver thread between you should feel like a mistake. Instead, it hums each time Serathiel looks at you. They have stopped surveying the exits, their attention rests wholly, unsettlingly on you. You're either remarkably brave or too inexperienced to understand fear. Maybe both. The answer strongly suggests the latter. And yet, you're still here. Candlelight catches silver strands in their hair. Up close, they look like an apparition and more like someone trying very hard to remain one. The bond complicates the departure. You crossed the circle before. I did. So it isn't the bond? You are insufferably pleased with yourself. Pressing advantage, teasingly, flirtatiously, chant. Why would we flirt? There's probably thousands of other people that flirted. We'll tease the guy. We'll tease him. You're blushing. I am not. This form is reflecting ambient warmth. The candles are behind you. Your world has several sources of warmth. I'm one of them. Serathiel retreats through the window, towards the window through though retreat is too strong a word for the measured grace of it. Rain slowly blurs the view beyond the glass. I've answered 12 true summons in your world's history. Only 12? True summons require knowledge, precision, and a willingness to pay. Most who attempt them possess only the final quality. What did they want? Victory, revenge, immortality. One wanted the love of a prince who never known his name. Did you grant it? Love compelled is not love. I gave him the courage to speak instead. He hated me for it. The confession changes the shape of the room. Beneath every sharp reply, there is a principle Serathiel refuses to name as kindness. And what do you want? The question catches them unprepared. Summoned beings are not traditionally asked. I'm already bad at transition, so I have observed. Give them room to answer, openly, respectfully, patiently. You wait without filling the silence. You let the rain speak for both of you. The thread loosens, no longer told by expectations. I want to choose where I am, even when the choice is foolish. That seems reasonable. It is rarer than it should be. Serathiel turns from the window. Whatever answer they found there, they carry it carefully. The bond reflects intent. It's softened when you offer a choice. So we can dissolve it? Yes. And then you can decide whether to stay? Yes. They kneel opposite of you at the circle's edge. Their hand hovers above yours. This may hurt. Oh my god! You say that like you're hoping I'll flinch. I'm hoping you will display one sensible, one sensible instinct tonight. He's smirking. You place your palm beneath theirs. They do not quite touch you. The space between your skin fills with violent light. Ooh, purple. The silver thread draws tight. Memories that are not yours flicker behind your eyes. Black oceans beneath unfamiliar stars. Grand marble walls. Sorithio standing alone while generations of summoners demand pieces of them. Something of you passes the other way. Every failed spell, every lonely evening, every joke made before anyone can decide you're too much trouble. You can see that. Only what the bond cannot release without acknowledgement. Ooh, so he can see that we're a loner. We're a loser. And that's mortifying. Yes. You can pretend otherwise, then you would suspect replacement by an imposter. Their fingers finally settle against yours. Heat moves through your hands, up your arms, and behind your ribs. Speak my name and let the claim end. Sorithio. The thread breaks without snapping. It unfolds into 100 points of light and sinks into the air. The pressure inside your chest disappears. Sorithio remains. Or Serithel? Serithel. I don't know. I said that name. Serithel. Serithio? I don't know. It worked. It did. You're still here. You have repeated the observation several times tonight. It keeps becoming more important. Ask them to stay. Directly, tentatively, respectfully. You don't have to leave. The choice is yours. I just want you to know the door works both ways. And tonight, I choose this side of it. The room passes slowly around you as the night deepens. You sit below the window close enough that your shoulders meet whenever one of you shifts. Sorithio tells you the secret names of constellation that vanished before humanity looked up. You tell them about microwave meals and terrible dating apps. They consider both convincing evidence of a cursed civilization. Mortals place their loneliness into a device and ask an unseen system to judge their compatibility. That's reductive. Is it inaccurate? No, but I resent the speed of your understanding. The candles burn down, the magic fades from the chalk. Without its violet light, Sorithio should look less extraordinary? Yeah. Yet they do not. You should sleep. You might vanish. I might. Reassuring. Would you prefer a promise made under pressure? No. You rest your head against the wall. Moments later, Sorithio's shoulder settles against yours with deliberate care. Then trust the choice I have made. When sleep finally takes you, there's no bond holding them, no circles containing them, no name compelling them. At dawn, Sorithio's still beside you. No, he's blushing. Love accidentally. The spell ended. The choice did not. Hey, we got a good ending. So let's do one more round. Okay. Lilith. But we're gonna be skipping everything. So, okay, so skip. How do we greet this god? We'll do bluntly. You're not the pixie I ordered. Do I look like something delivered with a ribbon and an extract left it? The smoke makes it hard to tell. Their gaze travels beyond you. The background of your disaster reveals. Okay, so it's the same thing. What were you attempting? Does any of the words change? A familiar binding smell? Something? Okay, skip. How do you defend yourself? Defensively, defiantly, defensively. I followed both of the instructions. You followed enough of them to create a catastrophic, albeit with surprisingly tiny edges. That sounds almost complimentary. Treasure the ambiguity. There's also the matter of the bond. But what now? Okay, let's skip. You can kind of see him. Because I'm going too fast, so his body looks freaking invisible. It betrays you. It's not small. Proves less like the sight of your to sit back on your heels. My hands circle life between you and awkward third. So what now? Cursed reformation, sudden destiny? No, absolutely not. Your ritual is closer to a magical prank than a binding contract. So you aren't trapped here? Not exactly. The thread creates proximity, not imprisonment. I could leave your room. I might even leave your world, but the thread would pull, and I'm curious about the person reckless enough to create it. As the room shifts around you, Sethra wanders through your shelves. Their fingers hover over battered fantasy novels, tattered spellbooks, and a jar of pens that stopped working years ago. You keep fiction besides instruction manuals. That way I can pretend the manuals are exciting. And these, they point to your handwriting notes, each incredibly desperate attempts to translate the same passage. Proof I didn't do this on a whim. Their expression changes, not softer, exactly more attentive. You worked for this? I wanted to know whether magic was real, properly real. Not sparks, not lucky guesses, something that could answer back. And now that it has, what do you admit? Curiously, vulnerably, with concern. I'm terrified. I keep making jokes because the alternative is screaming. Fear after danger arrives is merely intelligence catching up. Is that praise? Do not become greedy. The candle buffers. Serithio glances towards it. The flame steadies itself. Could you teach me? No. That was fast. You nearly tear open this reality. Instruction would only make you more ambitious. It could also make me safer. The bond warms with the silence that follows. Serithio feels it too. Their gaze drops briefly to your chest, then reunites, then returns to your face. One lesson, enough to close the thread cleanly when the time comes. 2 lessons, one for theory, the other practice. You negotiate with ancient beings often. First time, how am I doing? Poorly. 1.5 lessons, deal. Your stomach chooses that moment to growl loudly enough to disturb the solemnity tongue twister of the pack. Is that you? Unfortunately, I thought this building possessed a small, resentful animal. Oh, it does, but the cat's not in here. See, I also have biscuit that haven't been used in a ritual. You expect me to consume substance after seeing your standards here? The kettle is less complicated than interplanar magic. That assurance does not comfort me. You return with 2 mismatched mugs and the least suspicious pocket of biscuit you can find. Sorithio sits outside the ruined circle, legs folded with impossible elegance under carpet. Peach and raspberry with jasmine. Is it cursed? Only by supermarket pricing. They sniff the steam, take a cautious sip, and pause. This is acceptable. High praise. Do not make me retract it. Light rain began outside. You talk because the silence no longer feels dangerous. Sorithio tells you that stars sound different beyond the veil. You explain Wi-Fi badly enough that they suspect it is a territorial spirit. Invisible, temperamental, and strongest near a particular shrine. Your description supports my conclusion. The shrine's a router. Local name, presumably you laugh this time, Sorithio does too. The sound is brief and surprised as though it escaped without permission. You will not mention that. Mention what? Perhaps you are teachable after all. Hours later, the thread between you has thinned from a taut sliver cord to something gentle. It is no longer It no longer feels like a tight chain, more like a door left unlocked. Are you going back tonight? I should. They look towards the cooling candle, the open books, and your empty second mug. But one should not abandon a hazardous novice before the lesson begins. So you'll stay? Until morning, possibly breakfast. Do not assign the decision emotionally significance. Of course not. It has significance anyway, not romance, not ownership, not destiny. Just the quieter miracle being taken seriously by someone who had every reason to leave. Oh, that's so cool. Tea and tones. 1 accidental bond, 1.5 lessons, no explosions before breakfast. Oh, that was really cool. So I kind of want to see what happens. So we're going to do like the same thing that we did in the first round, but I kind of want to see what happens when you flirt. So let's skip. Okay, enthusiastically. Okay, unfortunately, how do you find yourself? Automatically. It works, results matter. Okay, let me see. Wait, I think I have to go back because their face isn't showing, you know. And skipping it too much kind of like causes it. That's too late. Oh, too late. But we can't see their face! I want to see their face! You can't resist me. You have glitter on your cheek and ash in your hair. Restraint is not being tested. You notice so much about me. A tactical observation. Mrs. Therethia retreats towards the window. The retreat is too strong a word for the measured grace of it. Okay, let's skip. Confession, changes the room. Patiently, openly, respectfully. I can break the bond if that's what you want. If it takes your choice away, tell me how to undo it. The thread flares bright enough to shine through your shirt. You would release the first miracle that answered you. The person isn't proof if I have to keep them trapped. Serethriel turns from the window. Whatever answer they found there, they carry it carefully. The bond reflects intent. It's softened when you offer choice. So we can dissolve it? Yes. And then you can decide whether to stay? Okay, this may hurt. Pretend otherwise and you suspect the placement of impulsion. Okay, ask them to stay until morning. No cosmic cycle, no promises beyond sunrise. A modest request from a modest summoner. I contain multitudes. Most of them appear troublesome. The room passes slowly around you as the night deepens. You sit below the window close enough that your shoulders meet whenever one of you shifts. Okay, so it's kind of like the same thing. So yeah, it's talking about dating advice and stuff. So once again, we got like the love thing. So I love this game. This is really good. I love the art style. Don't skip, apparently. I thought the flashing lights would be more stronger, but it actually wasn't, which is pretty cool. I give this game 10 out of 10. And like, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!